Hey guys, welcome back to the TTA Performance YouTube channel. And today we've got a little project coming, waiting for the tow truck right now. I wanted to share it with you guys. We'll probably do a little series on it. It's not something I bought. This car is actually owned by a local person that reached out, contacted me, and wants to get the car up and running. So it's a barn find, but don't want to give it away, so we're going to wait for the tow truck here and show you what it is. That's good, just drop it there. Alright, so what are we looking at? Well, it's a 78 Trans Am, obviously is dressed up as an SE. Story goes that this car, well, we could even take a look at the license plate and you'll see that the last time it was registered was, or had a sticker on it, was in 2000. These license plates are outdated because Wisconsin no longer has red letters. Wisconsin now has black letters, and they've had them for quite some time. In fact, before the red letters came out, there was blue, and we're talking, I mean, if you want a little history, I remember Wisconsin plates being yellow with black letters. Then they switched over to white with blue letters, but said it was too close to our neighboring state of Illinois. So they had the blue letters for a short time, switched over to red, and then they switched over to black. So these are some really old plates on this car. I mean, 2000, we're already talking, 23 years ago it was last officially registered. So yeah, it looks to be an SE. We'll investigate that a little bit later. Obviously the wheels are not stock. The owner of the car said that it was his brother's car, and his brother passed away, and the car's been in storage. Another thing that kind of shows its age, we have Classic Auto Sales here in Kenosha, Wisconsin, license plate frame and front plate. The phone number is actually a 414 area code. We have not had a 414 area code in Kenosha for a long time. Right now our area code is 262, and it's been that way for a while. But under the hood, one of the things we can look at before we open the hood, you can see it does have Hurst T-tops. They're not Fisher T-tops. And yeah, it's been sitting a while. It's just pretty dirty. But let's take a look inside also real quick. Not terrible. We have our typical Trans Am modifications. Aftermarket radio. This one looks to be an Alpine unit. Wow, it's actually a CD player. Huh. We do have a gold spoke steering wheel. It looks like the dashboard might have been gold. It started to fade, possibly. Got some aftermarket speakers in the doors. Got the Hurst T-tops. Got the deluxe cloth interior in black. But not bad, actually. It's in pretty decent shape. Could be cleaned up a little bit, but yeah, not bad. Actually, the dashboard's not cracked. Huh. All right. So, and the door's not sagging either. Let's get the hood open. All right, got the hood open. A lot of undercoating, a lot of mouse nest stuff. That's not a good sign. Chrome valve covers. Well, that's a tip off that this could be a W72 220 horse 400. That's a possibility. Somebody removed the air conditioning. Some of the parts are, well, at least the airbox is still there. A little bit of the data plate there. Doesn't really tell you if it's a W72 or not. Cruise control. It does have the big air cleaner housing. So W72 would have the big oval housing arm on it. It has the chrome valve covers on it. I'm thinking it is a real W72 at this point. It is a Z code in the VIN number, but that could be also for the base 180 horse 400 also. And I think we're going to need to be doing some brake work. It looks like the rubber seal might be pushing out a little bit. We're going to see what the data plate shows. It's kind of... So this data tag, I see this all the time on Facebook. Oh, what does my data plate say? What does my data plate say? You know, well, there's ways of decoding it online. But basically, from what I can tell, is that WS4 is Trans Am, 19L, 19U, that's code 19, Starlight Black, upper and lower, U and L. 19B would be black interior. 851 is bucket seats. But that's, unfortunately, not all the cars will say if it's a Y84 or not, if it's a real SE or not. But based on this, yeah, it's hard to tell. PHS would probably be able to tell us. But being that it's a black on black car, it's highly possible that it is a real SE. It has been repainted, new decals put on. In fact, we can tell that this is mostly roll pinstriping because this would be a die cut squared off here, and it's not. So this was just a roll of tape that was used for the double pinstripe. But I think we're gonna get it washed up here, you know, hose it off and everything, and then we'll get it in the shop, get it up on the lift, and start taking a look at some stuff. But yeah, fun project. Well, it's a little bit better. It's not perfect, but a lot better. It should be easier to work on. We don't have to worry about getting super dirty, leaning over it and whatever. But I think this will actually clean up pretty decent. We'll get it to a detailer probably at some point and have it kind of polished out, buffed out. I think it'll turn out pretty sharp. But let's get it inside and let's get it raised up, see what we got going on. All right, first look underneath. Yeah, a lot of leaks. Oh my God, what is that? Well, it's still got a catalytic converter on it too. Yeah, aftermarket cat. Looks like it's got stock style mufflers. Somebody remade brake lines back here. Drum brakes on the back, air shocks. Exhaust is actually kind of newer on the tailpipes at least. Gas tank. If we have to take it out, it'll come out. Wow, taillight panel does have a rust spot, but I've seen worse. Really not a bad car. It's not rusty. Not terribly rusty. All right. Oh, exhaust manifold bolt missing right there. All right, 15/16 on a breaker bar, or on the ratchet. Let's see if this motor turns over. I got a feeling it will. Oh, it moves. Feels like it's got compression. Yeah, it's turning. Oh, another broken or missing exhaust manifold bolt on this side. I think we should, we'll let it down. I think we're gonna put a camera down the gas tank and see what that looks like on the inside. So nice surprise when we took off the shaker scoop. There was a mouse condominium in the actual shaker. So we'll have to be cleaning that out. But now we're gonna hook up a battery and see if we can get the windows down for now.
Well, like, you know, a coffee.
Oh.
It's fuel, but...
Oh yeah, it's nasty like inside there. Yeah, so we put the scope down the tank for, I don't know, we couldn't really get a good picture, but yeah, it looked like varnish. It just doesn't stink. It stinks pretty bad. It doesn't smell very good. So we got the air cleaner lid off, and it's looking pretty stock under the hood. A lot of the vacuum lines are still attached. Right now we're going to check for spark. We got this little inline spark tester that we got from Harbor Freight. And we're going to have Jonathan crank the key. We got a fresh battery in it. Everything's lighting up inside the car. So, all right, hit it. Woo! We got spark. That was like instant. Turn the key off. We've got spark. All right, let's see if it'll fire over. I'm going to spritz it with some brake cleaner down the carb, and we'll see if it lights off. All right, reach in and crank it over. I'll work the throttle. I'll tell you when to go. Hold on. Well, crank it, see if it tries to light. Well, that was easy.
Oh, that's nice.
What?
Look at this.
Huh. That's how it is. It follows the shape.
It's supposed to be like that?
Yeah, it follows the shape of it. You want to crank it again? Let's see if I can keep it going. And I wonder if the fuel pump works. Go ahead. Stop. Is there any leaks? Nothing. Try it again. Okay, that's enough. And we're actually going to end the video there. We're going to get this car, we're going to get some parts for it. We're going to start working on it. We're going to see if we can get it running good, stopping good, driving good. So stay tuned for the next episode and see what kind of progress we make.